Hello everyone, today I'm standing in a deep soy in Hat Yai, right down in the south of Thailand, the big powerhouse city in the south of Thailand. And you can really tell we're in Thailand because if I zoom in, at the end of that soy, there's a 7-Eleven. You know exactly what country I am in, but this deep soy is a little bit different to pretty much any deep soy in the south of Thailand because scattered everywhere, we have got VW Beetles kind of rotting away. We've got one, we've got two here, and that one is really falling into disrepair. You can see the patina on the roof there, and these big chunky alloys and all the paint cracking and breaking away. Then we've got another one here, and that is also being reclaimed by nature. The plants are growing up. Then we've got one here that is on Ronar wheels, and you can see the mud because these cars have been lying here since the floods 6 months ago. You can actually see all the wheels are covered in mud. These are long-term residents, and 6 months ago they were underwater. Then we've got a pretty clean one here, and we just need to look at the only non-air cooled car here because this Golf tells you exactly what happened in Hat Yai 6 months ago. Look at that dashboard, is covered in mud and it's brown, and all the seats and the steering wheel are completely covered in mud. I'm not sure I can open the door. No, it is solid. Anyway, if we also look underneath it, we can see it looks like something out of a desert with all that dried mud parched up. Because 6 months ago, they had those huge, devastating floods in Hat Yai, and that car has not moved, obviously, since before the floods or afterwards. Then we've got another two Beetles here, and in fact, we've got one more down here. But it is an absolute baking hot day, so I'm going to leave all these Beetles alone and head into the garage, because this garage here is the biggest and the most famous air-cooled tuner, restorer, builder, repair shop, everything in one in the south of Thailand. People come from miles around to have their cars built here. And in fact, a lot of people bring their cars up from Malaysia to have them serviced here, to have them restored here, because this garage has such a big reputation. And in here, we've got Kombis and we've got Beetles, even more, undergoing restoration and in different stages. You can actually see with this cover up, that has got a pretty new looking engine under there. But again, this is very typical Type 2 with all that kind of patina going on. And we've got one here, a Beetle that is very, very clean in this off cream color. And it looks like it's had a new fuel tank in there as well. There's a Vespa sitting in there. We've got one here that is all stripped out. You can see down there that is also having a lot of work done to it. We can see refurbished calipers and a lot of parts, a lot of steering parts, suspension parts going onto it, and then all the brakes and the shoes and the backing plates. And you can see all the paint cracking up here and all the patina there, the tank out, and we can look down onto a lot of work needed there and the light missing. We've got a Kombi here, an early one is absolutely beautiful. I love those big central lights. It kind of almost reminds me of like a big old steam locomotive. Kind of love that feature, and it offsets the whole front end and gives a real symmetry to it. And you can see it's got these chrome covered spotlights. This is a very early car with an intricate side mirror here, and then all those small window panels there, and the Fuchs style alloy wheels on it. That is very, very beautiful. The small window in the back, and we've got more rear lights as well. And in fact, this car, you can see it is stripped down everywhere, but the engine looks pretty good and fairly new. So it looks, without asking, like the owner has done the engine and now he's looking for a lot of bodywork parts. And here we can actually see a lot of patina going on there. Bangkok VW Embassy, Thailand. This has been traveling, and this has got the extra row, the 2 rows of seats right behind the front, and that is all period plastic and black vinyl. And you need to keep moving around here. And this one is another car that got hit by the floods. You can see it's all corroded around the exhaust pipe, and you can see the mud flap is literally a mud flap. It's still covered in mud. And I showed you that Mark 1 before. Let me just tap the light on it. I showed you that before, covered in mud. Well, most of the cars in Hat Yai got absolutely hit by the floods because people didn't expect them. It's the worst flooding ever in Hat Yai history. But Hat Yai always gets floods. It's just usually like a meter, something like that. So people were not expecting this flood, and all the cars got wrecked because it came so fast and they were unprepared. And you can see now all the work that's going on in this. And if we look inside there, and let me zoom in, you can see the floor is still covered in mud. There is still a lot of work going on. All the front corner is missing down there. And this is an ambulance style special with a light on the roof, the siren behind, and that's red across there. That is absolutely beautiful. And that is sitting on a lift having all its drivetrain being done. So like I mentioned with that Mark I Golf, the owner, Kone, says that the whole place flooded right above the mezzanine floor. The whole of Hat Yai went 2 or 3 meters underwater, and he was devastated here, but it's all being cleaned up. And we can also see on this ambulance version, if I show you in here, still all that mud on the floor there. This car got flooded like everything else because people in Hat Yai didn't see the flood coming. They weren't prepared for it. They weren't expecting the worst ever flood that's hit Hat Yai. So all the cars went underwater, and they're all being cleaned up now. And this is in the midst of being cleaned up, and you can see the corrosion on the exhaust. And you can also see all the mud there on that flap as well. A mud flap, literally. Straight from this, here we've got a very early car. You can see the oval window, and you can see the roll roof on top of that. This has just been finished in this kind of gunmetal style livery, and you can see the quality here. I want to show you inside because you can see why this guy here, Kone, has such a big reputation, because that is absolutely beautiful inside. Everything is spotless, and you can see all the interior has been recovered and it's wrapped in polythene. Everything's beautiful here. We've got an original horn pole because you can see a little bit of cracking into it, but that's beautifully done. And some customer is going to be very keen to get their hands on that. And also the door cards have been redone. Everything on that is absolutely perfect. So I'm almost about to go, but we've got one more car to look at, because this crazy looking street race Kombi with blacked out windows, we need to have a quick look at this. The interior is absolutely amazing. Look at that, it's perfect. It's got a push button start here, all chromed, all beautifully done, but it's around the back which is the best bit. That is absolutely perfect. All those billets, all those machine pieces, and that is fuel injection. I'm going to start it up and listen, because when the owner came in, it was rumbling away like anything. Looked fantastic. Also with the blacked out windows, we've got blacked out lights. Man, this is the full works.
Oh my god. It's like so stable.
We can see all the different styles of classic air-cooled hubcaps sitting up there, and you can see all these exhaust systems as well, ornaments hanging on the walls. And here we've got another engine that is ready for a rebuild. We've actually got a block here and another block behind. And also I'd say Kone, the owner here in the red overalls, he works by himself. He's a genius VW specialist, a master of his trade for decades and decades, and he just works by himself. So he's got to get through all this stuff. So people who want him to work for them, want him to look at their cars, they have to wait. You wait at this garage, but it's obviously regarded as well worth the wait by the amount of people who've got cars here and cars sitting in the queue. You can see some boot lids, engine cover lids, and a bonnet patinaed away there, and you can see a lot of parts hanging up in this rack. And then you get over into here, and this is his engine bay, his engine build room. And there's a brand new, beautiful engine all ready to go. All the exhaust, all fitted onto it. We've got one sitting there waiting for a rebuild. That car looks like it has seen better days. We've got a big stack of transmissions sitting there, and you can see in here, this is where he sits, puts the engine in there, and then he builds it. All the tools, all the nuts and bolts, everything to put an air-cooled engine back together is around here. And we've got flywheels, we've got brake discs, got cylinder heads, suspension, exhaust manifolds. It's all here. Man, this place is absolutely highly regarded. We've even got stuff stuffed out the back there. We've got a lot of engine blocks and wheels and radiators all hiding away in the corner there. So I want to show you this because it's just really cool. This garage, you say, is really famous in the VW world. And like I also say, a lot of people come up from Malaysia to see this place and check it out. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a view from above into this mezzanine floor storeroom. And man, there is a ton of stuff going on here. These are definitely not VWs or air-cooled. Well, You are cooled by air when you ride a bicycle, but they're not VW air cooled. A stack of cylinder heads, everything going on here, a roof rack, and let's look down right over this garage. So I wanted to bring you this because it's a very famous garage. People in the VW world, in the air-cooled world, down south come here to build their cars. In the south of Thailand, this is where you come to get your VW air-cooled work done. So that's a quick look around this place. This place is kind of not well known if you're outside the VW circles, but if you're in that whole air-cooled vibe world, you know about this place. It's really famous. It's tucked away, hidden away in Hat Yai, and everyone in the south of Thailand comes here with their cars. And as I said before, people come up from Malaysia to have these guys build their cars. So it's just a quick look around because I was near here and I really want to show you that because it's just, you know, you got to cover these things. You got to do these things. And I absolutely love coming here to this place and just feeling that whole air-cooled vibe going on. Now I'm back out into the heat and I'm back out surrounded by a ton of very static VWs. So as I always say at the end of my video, if you like my video, please hit the like button. This is just a quick walk around because I want to nail this one down. I want to cover it. I want to bring it to you. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit the like button for me. For a load more content like this, I'm always doing VW events. I've got a VW playlist, so if you want to hit that, just drop down in the description and catch up with a lot more air-cooled, a lot more VW stuff. But now I'm done. I'm out of here. See you next time.